Okay.
Okay, hi everyone, my name's Dave. I was just chatting to Dean actually earlier on because I listen to mostly folk, and I've heard Dean mentioned on the show because we're both patrons on the show. So Artie reads the patrons' names in alphabetical order, and of course I'm Dave and he's Dean, so he's always right after me. And then I've heard a few of Dean's songs played on Artie's shows as well. So yeah, thank you so much for having me along. I'm going to do some originals if that's okay. This one's a little bit of a song. It's about suicide initially, and then I ended up writing some other stuff into the song. But it's a little song called "More Than This." Guns or needles, bright young people should not end up dead. Dr. Freud loved opioids, oh, how we've been misled. Alcohol, now protocol, but it goes right to my head. I think I'd better spend my day in bed. Now could it be reality's not something I can face? I live and breathe in make-believe to survive this human race. These bitter tears of doubt I fear will bring death's cold embrace. Whatever happened to Amazing Grace? 'Cause all I know is what I know, and what I know is this: I can live in ignorance, 'cause ignorance is bliss. If I choose to sing the blues, well, would I be remiss when I have to think we are worth much more than this? No solution to pollution, Mother Nature's fault. Moral-free technology is writing on the wall. And lunatics in politics, another great curveball. And 911 won't even take your call. Now misery loves company, but three will be a crowd. Honesty is the policy that makes the world go round. And friends in need are friends indeed, until they bring you down. TV screen celebrities are feeding my disease, poisoning my reasoning with appetizing ease. But everything tastes wonderful with bacon and grilled cheese. Another margarita, barman, please. 'Cause all I know is what I know, and what I know is this: I can live in ignorance, 'cause ignorance is bliss. If I choose to sing the blues, well, would I be remiss when I have to think we're worth much more than this? I have to think we are worth much more than this. Please tell me that we are worth much more than this. Here we go. Does that sound okay? Sound okay? Good. So I wrote that actually last year when I was I'd read something about some suicide thing, and I started doing a little bit of reading up on it, and they say that about 1 million people a year attempt suicide around the world. I mean, it's a huge number, and a good few 100,000 actually are successful. I come from the UK. You can probably tell from my accent that I'm not American, and in the United Kingdom, the biggest group of people that suffer from suicide are young men under the age of 25. And it's quite frightening when you put things into perspective like that. It's really quite frightening. So I think my daughter had come home and she had been doing something at school during a psych class or something like that, and she was talking about suicide, and that's how I got onto it. Anyway, so going back to Artie Martello's little folk thing, I was listening to him today. I go out walking and I put my earpods on and I listen to the show, and I get a little bit of inspiration every now and again from that show. And one show I was listening to had a version of the Stephen Sondheim classic Send in the Clowns, which was obviously made famous by Judy Collins, but it was a version by a British group called the Tiger Lilies. And it was really a macabre, kind of dark version of the song. And I remember listening to it 2 or 3 times, actually, because it was is either it's a cello or a piano accordion and a vocalist, and that's all it is, and it's really quite chilling. And anyway, I started thinking as I was walking, what does a circus clown do when he has to retire, or if the circus closes down, or if he gets too old, So anyway, this is a little song called A Song for a Circus Clown. Nobody comes to the circus no more. We are yesterday's heroes, today's dinosaur. The animals smell the tentalites when it pours. We are no more entertainment. Still we eked out a living for as long as we could. I am thinking that this time we'll be gone for good. Society is changing and we are driftwood, just washed up and so inconvenient. I joined the circus when I was 15. I made people laugh with my foolish routine, and I fell in love with the next year's May Queen. Oh, her innocent beauty beguiling. I lost my job when the circus closed down. Now what's there to do for an old circus clown? And nobody's laughing in this wretched town as I sit beneath the grey weeping sky. My makeup is running and I don't really care. My clown suit's soaked through, there's a chill in the air. All the folks rushing by me, they stop and they stare. The rain hides the tears in my eyes. Where have the years gone? My, how time flies. Being a clown is the perfect disguise. 'Cause she danced with the devil and I lost my pride. I still see her in my dreams smiling. Now freedom, New Hampshire is no place to be for a clown with no business round Lake Ossipee. So I guess I'll head east to the sand and the sea and across the Canadian frontier. If I persevere, will I learn how to smile, rediscover the world through the eyes of a child, or find love again on Prince Edward's Isle? Just who's fooling whom is unclear here. My dreams, like the circus, they soon will be gone. She was my hope, my strength to go on. But I laid her to rest down in Cimarron. Oh, my sweet Kansas rose, ever shining. Nobody comes to the circus no more. There we go. Song for a circus clown there for you. So I'm going to end off with, so I don't know if any of you guys have been writing songs since the COVID crisis started. I must say, I'm a stay-at-home dad, okay? So I have a daughter who's still in high school, and we're here because my wife works for a multinational company based in Cincinnati. And my daughter is a senior in high school this year, and so a couple of years back I started thinking about what was I going to do when she goes off to college, because I don't really, I'm going to be 60 when she goes off to college, and thought, well, what am I going to do? So I thought, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to dig out my music and my guitar. I hadn't written anything for 20 years. I hadn't written anything since 1999. And I thought to myself, I'm going to get my old guitar out. I'm going to think, my old guitar was a bit knackered, so my wife bought me this Taylor, which is great. And I joined a club here in Cincinnati called the Queen City Balladeers. It's like a folk club. They've been around since the 60s. And it was great because people started encouraging me to start writing again. And we went to Arizona for a holiday. We went up to Sedona in Arizona. And, they say that you've got these vortexes and stuff and the red rocks and stuff. And when we were there, I was kind of like laughing at that. But you know what? I came back from that vacation and I started writing songs again. It was quite amazing, actually. So I don't know how much truth to put into the whole thing. So anyway, going back to the COVID thing. So I spend a lot of time around the house because I'm the guy that fixes everything, and I'm the guy that kind of is always mowing the lawn, and I'm always kind of like around about. But just since this COVID thing, it seems that I've spent a lot more time in my backyard. I don't know why. So we had a bird, robins built a nest on the security light on my garage and laid 3 eggs, and so we had baby robins for a while, and then they came out, and I'd put nuts and fruit out so the birds, because the birds, they'd be trying to get worms for these babies, and the babies were always hungry. It's quite amazing, So I wrote a little song about the robins, and whatever. But the other night I was sitting out just at sunset, and there were some lightning bugs out in the backyard. Now, I don't have a big backyard. I'm a quarter-acre plot, It's like a small little place. And but anyway, these lightning bugs, we call them fireflies in Europe, So I was out there, and the fireflies were out there, and I thought to myself, I've really got to write something with these, put the fireflies in it. So this is a little song. It's a COVID song. It's called Alive. Clouds are floating in the sky, birds song in the trees nearby, busy buzzing bees among the flowers. On my face a gentle breeze, sunlight trickles through the leaves, tranquil I could stay right here for hours. I am alive, alive. Now I'm watching fireflies glowing quick like tiger's eyes, fairy lights upon a summer evening. Imagination running wild in my mind, I'm still a child caught between reality and dreaming. I am alive, alive. The sun's gone down, the night is falling, I can hear an owl calling, sending soft sweet shivers up my spine. Twilight rays glowing velvet, the silver moon's not risen yet, I smell the fragrant perfume of the pines. I am alive, alive. Now some folks find it really hard relaxing in their own backyard. They're always busy doing something. I may just be wasting time, but inspiration this sublime helps me to be someone I believe in. I am alive, alive. Alive, I'm alive. Here we go, I'm alive.
Well done.
Beautiful.
That was awesome.
Very, very nice.
Absolutely.
Well done.
I like the harmonizer you've got on your vocals. I mean, so many people now use vocal pedal effects, but a lot of people don't, and it really makes a lot more sense to use them.
Well, it's, what I find is if you're strumming, a vocal harmonizer works a lot easier.
Yeah.
When you're finger picking, because sometimes you're not playing the root chord, and it'll change you halfway through a note, and it'll go off on a tangent. So I try and use it sparingly. But what I do is this is my little setup that I use when I'm out gigging, and I thought to myself, well, I've got to try and figure how to fit it into the PC.
Oh, that's really smart. Now, what do you use a harmonizer?
It's a Bose BE2.
This is one I just got done with after just sitting around and staring at it for weeks. And how to describe it? It is, it's goofy. You and I are dancing to the music. Why don't I recognize the tune? That lovely, luscious light that's making magic of the night. You can't tell me that's just the moon. There's something going on here. It's awesome, but it's strange. My thoughts are in an uproar. My senses are deranged. And when I ask myself what made my whole world brand new, all I can think of is you. We're walking down the street in a beautiful city. What city? I haven't got a clue. We stop into a cafe for a lovely glass of wine. I ordered swill, but this tastes like Grand Cru. I'm seeing colors that I've never seen before, and I think I'm getting taller 'cause my feet don't reach the floor. And when I ask myself what's caused this whole loop-de-doo, all I can think of is you. Ooh, honey, where you been my whole lonely life long? Thought I had my act together, but in fact, dear, I was wrong. Head over heels, my heart has started turning cartwheels. Stand back, I think I'm gonna blow. Or maybe I'm contagious 'cause my temperature's outrageous. Got the shiver shakes from head to toe. I'm miserable, I'm happy, I'm messed up in the head. I'm wonderfully alive, but then I wonder if I'm dead. And when I ask what's wrong, it's one big deja vu, 'cause all I can think of is it's true. All I can think of is I bet you know who. All I can think of is you. I promised you Goofy, you got Goofy. I played this one a couple of, maybe a month ago, and I had my microphones just completely screwed up, and I sang it really badly, and I rewrote it a little bit, so I'm going to try it again. So, though I've played it for you, you probably haven't heard it before. Bridges out, rivers overflowing, I kind of doubt I'll be going anywhere anytime soon. I'm stuck here with you. Wind's gaining speed, it's tearing branches off the trees. No need to be some doctor of philosophy, darling, to see you're stuck here with me. No lights, no phone, no heat, no radio, no HBO, not a whole lot to eat. But there's logs for a fire, there's a comfortable chair, and a jug of cheap Chianti I'd be happy to share. We'll dine on cornflakes and whatever we can find. And I'll tell you my story and you'll tell me mine. And if at some point you find you're inclined to get a little cozy, well, I probably won't mind. And years from now, maybe little children at our knees will ask us, please, just how this little family came to be. How did it come to be? We'll sing the old refrain about the thunder and the rain, but who could explain how when the whole thing ended and we were set free, I stuck to you and you stuck with me. Bridges out, rivers overflowing. Bridges out, rivers overflowing. I'm just doing the two, Jim, so thank you. I just like those chords, you know, they just, you know, they're nice, easy, free feeling, and it's nice to lay a kind of a loose melody on top of it, you know.